you're feeling as great as you look. Just turn to the next person and tell them how absolutely fortunate they are to be here at this RAIN conference at this time. Tell them. And we were excited before we got here, but after those new fast-track packages, the gold, the bronze, the upgrade, how many of you are even more excited now? I don't know if you've fully gotten the implication of what that means for your business, but whatever it would have taken you a year to do, you can now do it in 3 months with focus and concentration. So they've only given me 20 minutes. I'm one of 10 kids, so I had to talk fast just to survive, okay? And I want to tell you just a little about myself for 1 minute. I was working as a psychotherapist in Detroit, Michigan, and we were billing through a psychiatrist's Blue Cross number, and he had some authority issues. He wasn't paying his taxes, and the clinic got closed down. And there I have a young child, you know, and I'm a mother, and I'm a single parent, divorced. And I said, oh, what am I going to do? So I was doing some training and speaking and making some money here and there, but nothing steady. So someone calls me from Chicago and says, listen, they're looking for this trainer. And everybody know I can speak and train. The 10 kids thing, you had to learn to speak in my house. So anyway, so I went to Chicago for the interview, put on my great designer suit and went there for the interview. Of course, they fell in love with me. But then I interviewed them. I said, give me some of your success record. Tell me, what have you done to convince me that you're the team that I should join? Because this is the deal they were offering me. They had a program. They wanted me to go to all these big corporations, and they were going to pay me $200 a day. Now, this is 1981, and $200 a day wasn't great, but let me tell you, if you busted $200 a day was great, all right? So I said, what have you done that's successful so that I can guarantee my success? They said, listen, we helped a guy in something called multi-level marketing with a bad back and an 8th grade education from the south side of Chicago. We taught him how to make $20,000 a month. I said, would you repeat that, please? He said he's got a bad back, an 8th grade education, and we taught him how to make $20,000 a month by using our training materials. I said, sir, I thank you for the opportunity, but I am definitely not interested. Just give me the name of that guy in the south side of Chicago, because why should I work for $200 a day when I can make $20,000 a month? They said, oh, no. That's network marketing. That's for people who don't have any options in life. That's not for somebody educated like you. I said, let me tell you, I'm not only educated, but I'm not dumb. $20,000 a month is a lot better. So I called him in. I says, I want to do this business. He said, you're not teachable. Educated people don't listen. They think they know everything. I said, just come do one meeting for me and get me started. I didn't know anything about it. He says, I'm not going to do a meeting. I'm not going anywhere, but get a piece of paper and I will tell you to do these things. And I wrote down exactly what he said, and I did exactly what he said. And guess what he said? He said exactly what's in the RAIN cycle. And guess what? I did it. And I taught other people to do it. And everybody that's ever done it had phenomenal success. So are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready to hear exactly what you need to do to be successful? Yeah. Now, the company works. The product works. In fact, the product works so well, it's actually been distracting us from our business a little bit. You guys rather talk about the product all day long. You know why? It's so emotionally gratifying to hear all those wonderful stories and the phenomenal impact that you're having on people's lives. So you talk about the product 99% of the time, and you talk about the business 1% of the time. If you want to make money, you got to talk money. Okay? You hear that? Everybody needs our product. If you talk to 10 people about our product, 8 of them are going to buy it, particularly if you use our system. But not everybody's going to join the business, because In order to be successful in this business, there's a certain kind of quality that you have to have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to talk about that. So what I'm about to share with you now, very quickly and very simply, is the U factor. This is the X factor. The company works. They've got their thing. They're doing their thing. You don't have to manufacture anything. You don't have to figure out any bonuses. You don't have to do any fancy accounting. You don't have to supervise staff all over the world. They're doing their job. What I want you to have a crystal clear picture of is what you can do. You're the one that's going to make the difference in your income. So you are the X factor. So now today I'm going to talk about how you can use the genius of the RAIN cycle as your roadmap to success. The first thing that I want to say to you is that top performers in every field, no matter what field you're talking about, they all use systems. So what happens is that when people are new, they allow people to become dependent on their personalities and not their systems. If you allow people to become dependent on your personality, when you're not around, they won't function. So if you teach people the tools and the systems, they will continue to function, and tools and systems are duplicatable, and your personality is not. So one of the things about depending on your personalities is time consuming, okay? And you rarely ever have success. There are two ways of learning in life. One is by trial and error, okay? And one is called modeling. Now modeling is using a system. Modeling is looking what someone else has done and accomplished that you want to accomplish. Looking at what they've done, how they've done it, and you doing the same thing. For example, if I duplicate your efforts, then I will duplicate your results. That's modeling. So the RAIN cycle is a system of modeling, but what most people are doing is called trial and error. Trial and error is expensive, it's experimental, it seldom yields any results. And what happens is that you can't duplicate it. So the person, this is how it goes. How many of you have some network marketing experience? Stand up. If you've been in network marketing before this company, stand up. Everybody look around at them, okay? Stand up. Okay, thank you. These are the people that are most likely to avoid using the system. You know why? They think they already know. So what happens when people with network marketing experience get involved in RAIN, what they do is they just do it the way they've been doing everything else. They didn't like the results they got before, but they keep using the same system. New people, when you get in, if you will teach them the system, if you will model the system, if you will let them see you using the system, then they will use it. Systems are duplicatable. Trial and error is not duplicatable. Now seeds, look at seeds. Simple, effective, educational, duplicatable system. That's what we're about. Now there are 6 parts to the RAIN cycle: fuel, foundation, launch, message, results, and lifestyle. Now in order, for the first 48 hours, those are the most important 48 hours in your new distributors, your new partners' business. As soon as they get signed up, you want to sit down with them and you want to use the commitment letter. I'm not going to ask for confessions, but you know you haven't used it. So since this is an opportunity, I want you to treat this day, August 8th, 2015, as if it's your first day in RAIN. Can everybody agree to do that with me? Raise your hand. That you're going to start over. That you're going to act like this day is your first day. And the first thing you're going to do when you get home is you're going to download that commitment letter. You're going to go to training.rainintl.com, go under documents, download the commitment letter. You're going to fill out the commitment letter and meet with your sponsor. I don't care if you've been in it for 3 years, for 2 years, it doesn't matter. And sit down and develop your game plan, your business plan. Now in that, you're going to set definite hours. How can you have a business and you don't have any hours? How do you have a business and you don't have a workplace? Set aside a place in your office, time you're going to work, get the materials that you need, etc. Get the sales aids that you need, get your business cards, whatever you're going to use for promotion. And then you want to make sure that you tell your sponsor, or if you're talking to your new prospect, make sure that you find out from your prospect what their why is. Now this is very, very important. When you understand a person's why, when they get discouraged and a lot of people tell them no, and they thought it was going to be so easy, they thought sharing the business would be as easy as sharing the product. And when they said, gosh, people like this product, they love Soul, they love Corbin, they don't want to come on any calls, they don't want to do the business. In fact, they don't even answer my calls anymore. The average person might get discouraged. But let me give you some information so you won't be discouraged. In fact, I want to inoculate you against being discouraged. Would you like that? Yes. Oh, listen, if you call, only one or two out of 20 people are interested in the business. That's just the way it is. It's not because the business is not great, it's because they're not prepared to make the sacrifices, give up the time, because in order to have something new, you have to release something old. Am I right? If somebody said, I'm delivering a whole house full of beautiful designer furniture to you Monday morning, Monday afternoon, what you'd have to do all day Monday morning is get rid of all the furniture you have. So if you want something new in your life, you've got to be able to release something old. And what you want to release is the way you've been doing the business. You haven't been using the commitment letter. The commitment letter is one of the most powerful parts of the RAIN cycle. So you're going to set time, set goals, you're going to find out what your why is, and you're going to tell your sponsor what your why is, and you need to know everybody's why. Because when they get discouraged and I start saying, wow, this thing is a little harder than I thought. The money's not coming as fast as I want. If you know my why, you say, remember, Jane, why you're doing this? Remember what your reasons were? Remember what you want to do with women and youth? Remember why you're building this income? You want to create another cushion to your retirement? If you don't know their why, you have no leverage over them. So, and you don't know their why because you've just been talking about the product and doing meetings with no plan. Can I get a hand for everybody who's going to go home and fill out their commitment letter and send it to their sponsor? That's all? The rest of you don't want it? Okay. That's the most important thing for you to do. You want to determine how many people you want to sponsor, but now with the special program, you want to determine how many people you want to bring in at the Gold Fast Track, how many people you want to bring at the Bronze Fast Track, and you've got 2 weeks to upgrade yourself. Okay? Now, one of the important things that you'll do in this commitment letter, you'll make some commitments, and one of the most important commitments is, I will not discuss the business, product, or opportunity with any prospect, with anyone, without my upline support. Now, this is what separates the high earners from the average people. Average people want to do it by trial and error. They think they can do it. Oh, I know, I understand. I don't need to call my upline. I can't find them. I want to talk now. The people who understand the importance of a system will make sure that they have their upline support by call, on the phone, two-on-one, however, in-person meeting, because Judd Nelson said something that really struck me. He told his prospect, I heard him on a call, let your friends tell me no. You see, all of your warm market, all of your friends that you bring in, you're going to talk to their friends. But then you're going to talk to their friends. Don't let them have to explain this business. Don't let them have to explain this product. Because everybody knows they don't know anything, they just join. But guess what? The power of third-party validation is very powerful. So you talk to your people. Don't let them talk to their friends, because if they talk to their friends, they will fire hose them, they will tell them everything they heard at the meeting, they'll try to regurgitate everything they learned about Soul, they'll tell all the testimonies, and they will actually blow the persons away. But if you're there, they listen and you talk. The other thing you want to do is you want to get a commitment that they will be a good sponsor and duplicate the system. What this man from Chicago told me to do is he told me, once you do these things, then you just teach everybody to do the same thing and do it over and over, and it worked like a charm.